Hey guys, so it's Monday. Happy Monday! And here we are again, a whole new week, a whole new set of videos, and a new question. So the question for this week is, what are your 5 favorite movies and why? So I guess to start off, in no particular order at all, most recently Inception, because that movie is just like blow your mind crazy and filled with such a great ensemble, so many good actors in that movie. It was crazy. Ellen Page, Leonardo DiCaprio, um, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, just filled with amazing actors, and they were so great at being the character and being. I didn't see Joseph Gordon-Levitt, I saw Arthur, and I didn't see Ellen Page, I saw Ariadne, and it was really good, and just such a big plot twist at the end, and I'm not going to give anything away if anyone hasn't seen it, but I mean, just like, wow, and you feel for those, even though there isn't that much character development, you feel for them in the end, even though there isn't, you just still, they become, you get close to them. So I really love that movie. Because The Goonies is my second favorite movie, because I grew up with that movie. It's totally like my childhood, and it's just always been one of my favorite movies ever since I can remember. It's just like kids having an event. Sorry about my cat. Sorry about her little butt face. Just all these kids having an adventure. Like, how crazy. Who could say that they didn't want to be just like all the Goonies, and like find buried treasure and save the town and whatnot. So that movie, just always, that's classic. Always one of my favorite. Number 3 is gonna be 500 Days of Summer. That movie, another Joseph Gordon-Levitt movie. I'm in love with him right now. But I mean, that movie was just everyone can understand, at least either from Tom's point of view or Summer's point of view, or either, both of them. Like, you can understand how it is to be in that kind of relationship. Everyone goes through that. And it's not one of those cookie cutter romantic comedies. It hits you close to home and it gets you. It's so true and it's so funny, and it's that scene, the scene that really got me to love that movie was the expectation reality scene, where it's side by side his expectation of the night, and then the reality of what really happens. I cannot tell you how many times that's happened to me, how I go into a situation or go to hang out with someone and I have these expectations, like, oh, he's going to do this, or oh, she's going to be like this, or all these different expectations of how I think the night's going to go, and the reality is just totally and completely and crumbling and heartbreakingly different than how I wanted it to go. So that really, really hit close to home. I think that's why I love that movie so much. And like, the soundtrack's so good. I've been listening to the soundtrack so much. Me and Colton, like, we've been listening to that soundtrack like non-stop. It's ridiculous. But it's that movie. Number 4, Breakfast Club. I just love that movie. Like when I was younger, I'd hear like references to it. You always like see like in cartoons or in movies, they always have the references to Breakfast Club. So I always kind of knew about it. But then once I saw the movie, it's just like, it's so good, it's so funny, it's just a classic. It's totally just a classic. Number 5 is Rent, because, Kit, stop that. Oh my gosh, what? She's attacking. Stop, Kit, come here. Stupid cat. Before I was really into musicals, like before I was really into theater and like all that stuff, well, like I've always liked theater. Before I really started liking musical theater, I saw Wicked, and then not long after that, maybe a year at most, I don't even think it was that much time difference, but I saw Rent in theaters, and oh my, like, right from when the screen lit up and it said Rent, I was just like enthralled. I don't know what it was about that movie and about that musical that it's just such a. What are you eating? My cat's trying to eat a bobby pin. You're an idiot. That movie, and then the opening scene where they're singing Seasons of Love, it's so beautiful. It's just, I love Rent. I think that's an amazing film. Number 1, Inception. Number 2, Goonies. 500 Days of Summer, Breakfast Club, and Rent. Yeah, I say those would be like my top 5 movies probably ever.